Welcome back to a Wildcat Wednesday, and these are the best Wildcat Wednesdays because we're about to get very hands-on. Jerry Guerin and also James Cover joining us from the Kansas State Wildcat Extension District. James, we have an upcoming mushroom workshop.
Yes.
You're dealing with a mushroom novice right here. So I know Jerry's got some work that she's going to do over here. I'm going to let Jerry get started while you walk us through exactly what we've brought and why we need our materials.
That's right. So what we have here, first we'll talk about this, and this is pearl oyster mushroom.
Okay.
And this is kind of just a bag of sawdust, and so this is what I got in the mail. And it's just an inoculated bag, and it'll have this white color to it, just like that.
And that's essentially what it is, sawdust.
Yeah, so it's sawdust that they put a whole inoculum in, and it kind of infected it in a way.
Got it.
This right here is what I did. And so I took some straw, boiled it on top of a stove, and I just stuffed the straw into this bag with some of this sawdust, maybe about a cup of it per bag. And then I just
we wrap it up?
Yep, wrap it up, leave it in your house for a month, and it turns into this.
Okay, so we start with our sawdust essentially.
Yep.
Boil hay.
Yep.
Bag it.
Yep.
Let it sit for a month.
Let it sit for a month.
I could do that.
That's all it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's real easy. And so now they're ready. They're perfectly inoculated. They're all white. All I'll do is cut little holes in it, leave it, and just set it on the counter, and little mushrooms will grow out of it.
It's that easy.
It's that easy.
And this
it's really easy.
This is a different type of mushroom. So James said that was oyster. You've heard of shiitake mushroom.
Absolutely.
That's what we're doing with this log. So James will kind of describe what we're doing here, but I'll first show you. You can buy these wooden dowels that are inoculated just like the sawdust. But
so essentially the dowels are what's in here.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So what you want to do is you'll have a rubber mallet. And so you'll kind of want an oak log or hickory log, some sort of hardwood.
Okay.
You'll take your inoculated wooden peg, and you will need to have a drill because we have some pre-drilled holes right now. But basically, in our pre-drilled holes, we're just gonna beat our little wooden dowel.
And we take it all the way down?
Yeah, all the way down.
So it's flush?
Yes,
Okay.
you want it flat. And then you're going to need some wax, and you can see on some of these others we've already waxed
so these are
the
ones that
holes.
you've covered up?
Yes.
Yeah.
So these are complete. So you'll just kind of heat this wax and cover that up. James, you want to talk about how to care for the log?
Yeah, so the log now, I mean, once it's all plugged up and waxed on this, and you can even wax the tops and the bottoms, helps keep moisture in, but you don't need to, it's not necessary. Then you'll put it on the north side of your house.
Why the north side?
Just to keep the sun off of it and to keep it a little more moist to it. And so you don't want them to dry out too much.
Are they okay in the rain?
Yes, actually rain is good for them.
Rain's good.
Yes.
Yeah, and pretty much every time you water your garden, water your logs.
Water your log.
Yeah.
And so if you water your lawn, water your logs, and that's really it. You just leave them there.
Is there a spacing thing that I need to take into consideration here?
Not necessarily. So usually logs about this size, people will stack them kind of in like a rick almost. So we'll kind of separate them out, but they'll be horizontal when they're sitting there. You can actually stack them up vertical too. And
then once they're waxed, I just sit back, make sure it's watered.
It could take a couple of years. It's probably going to be a year before you get your first mushrooms.
So I don't get nervous.
It's not going to be quick, but keep your log because others will probably come the following year. So it's just a little project to have in your backyard. Now we do want to make sure to remind people we do have a couple mushroom workshops available if people want to come, and they'll actually get to leave with material. So the first option I'll talk on, I'll let James talk on the other one. The first one is in Independence. It's at the 4-H Fairgrounds over by Riverside Park.
Okay.
5:30 to 7:30 on April 29th.
And the second option is the next day, April the 30th, and it's at the Crawford County Fairgrounds, just east of Girard.
Mushroom workshop, everything that Jerry and James showed us right here. You're gonna get a chance to ask questions, do hands-on.
Yep.
Okay, so I hope this doesn't come across as a really dumb question. Remember, I'm a mushroom novice here. When we've waited 1-2 years, we've got. Is there anything in particular I need to be careful or wary of when I go to essentially pick my mushrooms and get ready to eat them?
Not really. If they look like the right type of mushroom, that's all.
Yeah.
That's all you got to worry about. And the difference between the mushroom of what they should look like versus the wild ones that you don't want to eat, they look very, very different. So these two,
I'll know the difference.
shiitake and oyster, are very safe mushrooms to grow.
So once again, we've got the pearl oyster, the shiitake, and what's the other? The oyster mushroom.
Yeah, oyster, shiitake, there's lion mane, there's all kinds of different types of mushrooms.
And from what I've heard, oyster mushrooms are great on the grill, so if anybody wants to give me a primer and let me know about that before I embark upon the Hayslip Mushroom Factory that we're about to turn out. And it's only possible because I'm learning from Jerry and James. So I want to thank you both for coming in, wrapping up another Wildcat Wednesday. Once again, we got 2 options for you. Option 1 in Independence, April 29th. Option 2, just the next day, April 30th. That one's in Girard at the Crawford County Fairgrounds. And we'll have more KOAM morning news for you right after this.